Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And as you can see, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to finger detangle your natural hair. And this is definitely fine natural hair friendly because I have really fine hair. Now, I'm keeping it really real in this video. Sometimes life happens and the days just get away from me and I don't have time to detangle my hair before it gets crazy. So I'm going to show you how I go from wildebeest to mermaid. But no, seriously, I'm going to show you guys how I get my hair fully detangled when it's matted, it's old, and there is just a lot of tangles going on without breaking my hair off. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that your nails have smooth edges. You can have long nails or short nails, it doesn't matter, but just make sure you don't have any hang nails or jagged edges because that will rip your hair out and it could even break your hair off. So I'm going to start by drenching my hair down with water because if I were to get into the shower with my hair as matted and tangled as it is now, I would just cause even more tangles. And I find that it's easier to get the majority of the bigger tangles out before you get in the shower and then worry about the smaller tangles later. So I'm going to fully drench my hair, and then I also like to give myself a scalp massage, and that just helps to loosen up my roots as well because as you saw in the very beginning, my roots were very tangled and matted. And then I'm going to take some coconut oil, and this just gives me slip so that I can work my shed hairs out, and it also helps to give my hair a little bit more moisture so that it's not so dry when I get in the shower to shampoo it. And hand in hand with that, it also helps to give me a little bit of a barrier from the shampoo so I'm not completely stripping my hair when I shampoo it. So I'm just going to work the coconut oil all throughout my hair. As I mentioned earlier, when I put the coconut oil in my hair, I also try to remove any shed hairs, and that way I'm just minimizing tangles down the road because shed hair just tangles in with your hair that's still attached to your head. And I like to do that in sections, so I'll go throughout my entire head and just pull at the ends and try to remove any shed hairs. Now, the next step in the pre-shampoo process is to take this Mielle Organics pre-shampoo treatment. And this step isn't necessary, but this product smells so good. It's really like an aromatherapy session, and it just feels so good to put it on your scalp and give yourself a scalp massage. But I basically just work this in like I do the coconut oil. And a small little tip for hair growth, I like to take my hair vitamins and multivitamin about an hour or two before I finger detangle. That way, when I'm giving myself a scalp massage, the blood that's circulating in my scalp is nutrient rich. So I'm just going to let that pre-shampoo treatment sit on my hair for about 30 to 45 minutes. And here I've already shampooed my hair and I applied a moisturizing conditioner and sectioned off my hair. So I like to section my hair off in the shower because it's a little bit easier to do when my hair is soaking wet and I have the running water stream from the shower to help me. So now what we're going to do is basically section off a small portion to start to finger detangle. And I like to say that the type of tangles that I get are like spider web tangles because my hair strands stick to each other and they create a web. So I've been through a lot of different detangling methods. I've tried using a wide tooth comb, using a Denman brush, using a wet brush, and none of those detangling methods have ever worked for me without ripping my hair out, and it's because of the way that my hair tangles. So what I like to do is just pull my hair apart from each other to separate it from itself and get it out of the tangle. And you really want to take your time with this and make sure your hair is pliable so you're not ripping any of your hair out or breaking any hair off. And that's why I went ahead and did a pre-shampoo treatment before I tried to detangle. And I also shampooed my hair before detangling because removing product buildup from the week helps my hair to be more pliable and easier to detangle in the long run. So I haven't applied any product yet. I'm just working on damp hair, and I'm really just pulling my hair apart, separating the strands from one another to get out the bigger tangles, and I like to do this before I apply any conditioner. So the key to finger detangling successfully and not going crazy in the process is really to break your hair down in sections. As you can see, the section that I'm working on in bulk is really matted and has a lot of tangles. So I'm just going to take a section out of the bigger section and concentrate on the smaller part. And you can see here that my hair is really tangled on itself, and I'm just taking my time separating the hair from one another, and when I run into any knots, I'm taking my time to get those out as well. So here's what my hair looks like when I've done a dry run through without conditioner, and here is that back section that I haven't gotten to yet that's still matted. And here is that back section again after I've done my dry run through. As you can see, the matted sections from before are completely gone and the hair is a lot more free and easier to move around and part through. So now we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. This is the part where I really get in and finger detangle my hair. So I'm going to take my water bottle again and I'm going to spray my hair down so that it's completely wet. And I use warm water whenever I use my water bottle because it opens up my hair shaft more because I have low porosity hair. And then I'm going to take a conditioner. Now this is my #1 detangling conditioner, the Oyin Honey Hemp Detangling Conditioner. And then #2, I go to my Smoothest Silk Deeper Moisture Conditioner by Giovanni. And then my third favorite conditioner is this Avocado and Olive Oil Ultra Moist Conditioner by Giovanni. All of these conditioners have excellent slip, the ingredients are amazing, and they're really easy to work throughout your hair. And I've shown them to you in the order that I like the most. So today we're going to be using the Smoothest Silk conditioner because I ran out of the Honey Hemp conditioner. And what I like to do when I introduce the water and conditioner to my hair is really just focus on smaller sections of separating my hair from one another, making sure that I'm feeling for any knots, any rough spots, because that lets me know that I have hair that's still intertwined on each other. And this is where I really focus on making sure my hair is 100% free of tangles. And I also actually take my fingers and rake them through my hair, especially near my roots because those areas get really frizzy and a little bit unruly. And here's what that section looks like once it's completely detangled. So just to clarify, when I'm doing a dry run through of a section, I'm not looking to 100% detangle it. I'm just looking to release the matted areas of my hair and work through any large tangled areas so that it's easier once I do put the conditioner on. Because if I were to just put conditioner on a matted section of hair, it would make it almost impossible to work through without breaking hair off because your hair is really weak when it's wet. And there will be times as you're finger detangling that you'll run into these little clumps of hair that don't release easily. And usually it's because of one hair strand that's stuck in there somewhere that's kind of causing all the hair to knot around it. So in this situation, you really just want to take your time. And I like to take individual hair strands and pull them out of the knot to make the knot looser. Because if you just try to pull this apart with all the hair at one time, it's just going to tighten the knot. So take your time, pull the knot apart strand by strand, and then once it gets loose enough for you, you can sometimes successfully pull it apart all at once. So this knot was particularly difficult, and the reason why is because the shed hair had single strand knotted itself around the hair that was still attached to my head. So what I like to do in this situation is just take some water and then run it along both of the hairs, and then I can pull the hair that's a single strand knot apart usually because the hair that it's knotted around will just slip right through. But in other situations, there will be two hairs that are knotted on each other, and no matter how hard I try to be gentle and just gently pull the hairs apart, sometimes the knot is just too tight. So in that situation, instead of just breaking the hair apart, I'll take my hair shears and I will trim off the single strand knot. So I like to keep my hair shears around when I'm detangling my hair, and I usually have about one or two of those situations during a detangling session. So here is what my hair looks like with one section completely done and the other still untouched. And here is what it looks like when both of them are done. So now I'm going to move on to my crown, and I have spoken to you guys about how my crown is a weaker, more brittle area of my hair. So whenever I'm finger detangling this area, I have to be super gentle and very cautious that I don't break my hair off. And it's important that you're being patient and taking your time when you're detangling all of your hair, because if you rush through it, you're just going to cause more tangles and more breakage in the long run. So after 4 hours of detangling, here is what my hair looks like. Now it may not take you 4 hours to do this. As my hair has gotten longer, the time has just increased. It used to take me 45 minutes to do this process, but having healthy, fine, natural hair can be a labor of love. This is how much hair I shed after 2 weeks without detangling, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.